In the past 4 months, Israel has opened the door to several new destinations in the Middle East. After the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Sudan, Morocco has become the 4th Arab country to normalize ties with Israel in a deal brokered by the Trump administration. But while the leaders seem to be on the same page, some Moroccans find the decision problematic.
I'm against the normalization between Morocco and Israel due to the crimes Israel commits against children and civilians.
It's not a normalization deal because relations between Morocco and Israel were already normal.
And it's not only Moroccans. According to the Arab Opinion Index for 2019-2020, an annual survey conducted by a Qatar-based research center, large parts of the Arab world disapprove of normalizing relations with Israel. The study suggests former French colonies in particular are highly opposed to the developments. Up to 99% of Algerians interviewed object to normalizing relations with Israel. Lebanon isn't far behind with 94%, while in other former French colony Tunisia comes in at 93%. Unlike their Gulf neighbors, the survey has found that an estimated 88% of Arabs living in Qatar and Kuwait object to normalization, while Saudis seem to be the least opposed. And although Jordan recognizes Israel, the vast majority of Jordanians interviewed by the Policy Center aren't in favor of diplomatic relations. According to the research, many Arabs are unhappy with what they describe as Israel's racism towards Palestinians and its expansionist policies. Israel has occupied East Jerusalem since 1967, controlling the entrance to Al-Aqsa Mosque, the third holy site for Muslims. According to authorities, every year, thousands of Jewish settlers storm the site. And for many Palestinians, this is an indication that Israel may change the status quo of the mosque in the future. One Middle East affairs analyst says, if that happens, there will be riots across the Muslim world, which would bring the normalization process to an abrupt halt.
I think this normalization will not continue for long because the Israeli occupation is continuing. And when the Arab people who is normalizing, when come to Israel and visit, they will feel it on their body, the meaning of the occupation. And this will change their attitude.
Assalamu alaikum.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has indicated that he wants to foster diplomatic relations with other Arab countries. But Israel's actions in Palestine mean the country is unlikely to win the hearts of the Arab people. Mustafa Fatih, TR2 World, occupied East Jerusalem.